What's up, everybody? Welcome to Quarter Flips. I'm Dave. This is my channel. If you are not already subscribed, why don't you just go ahead and do that right at the front so we can just get that out of the way. Today, I am doing another one of my 10 DVD BOLOS that you should be on the lookout for. These are 10 DVDs that if you find in thrift stores, pawn shops, at a garage sale, estate sale, anywhere you're going to find DVDs, you do not want to pass these up. These are the ones that sell for the good money, or in some cases, I'll look at some that have sold recently for good money, and we'll find out whether or not they really sell for that amount, those nosebleed prices, or whether the realistic sales price is a little bit lower. But every DVD on this list will be worth buying if you find it for a good price. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get right to the DVDs. First up, we have a Disney film. This is one I had never even heard of. Dr. Sin, Scarecrow of Romney, Marsh. This is from the 1960s, 1964, I believe. I would have loved this one as a kid. It's a scarecrow riding around on a horse, fighting dudes like a swashbuckler. We see this one here at $271.81 plus shipping. Brand new condition, factory sealed. It says limited series on the box. And what do we see when we look for more results? Well, I get 10 results for Disney Treasures Dr. Sin. I think this is the only version of it that's been available. We've got multiple copies, people asking in the $200 to $300 range, all the way down to $195. And yeah, everybody selling this is asking a lot of money. Let's see if it actually sells. 25 results for sold copies, with the top one being that $271.81. And here we have a best offer accepted. We don't know how much that went for. And then we see $179 with free shipping, a couple of best offer accepteds. These are all brand new or new other, which is actually used. So the $169 best offer accepted was a used copy. Picture even looks used. Down to around $150. Now we're getting into used copies. There we go. Pre-owned, just under $150. All the way down to just over $100. Here's one for $112.50 with 25 bids. Definitely one to look for. Gallagher, the Sledge Matic collection. I don't know about this one. $249.99. Buy it now with $3 shipping. I'm just not a Gallagher fan, so I don't know really what the deal is, but let's take a look at this. Very good condition, so it was a used copy. Looks like they had two and sold both of them. Searching this one, I get 8 results for current listings. One for $250. The next one is $173.89. That's a strange price to start at. And then it quickly drops under $100. So I don't know what we're going to find about this one. Yeah, you get all the way down to, there's one for $29.99, although that is for auction and it has one bid right now. So that could go up. But sold copies, we get 27 results, $249.99, and then the next one down is $99 plus shipping, but that's $18 shipping. That went from Canada. And then we see a couple right around the $100 range. Used, no problem. People don't necessarily want to pay the big bucks for the new ones, but they'll shell out $100 for used. Yeah, and we see quite a few of these getting down into the $60 to $70 range. But we also see some coming in at between $40 and $25. Now those, honestly, if we take a look at them, they seem to have all sold around November of last year at the low prices. So on this one, it could very well be that interest is increasing in this one and it's harder to come by. So you see something with the name Gallagher on it on the shelf, you're going to want to price check that. And if you see one of these on here for $20, I'd buy it and turn around and resell it. Hot Springs Hotel, the complete series. $499 plus shipping. Like new condition, the hit series on Showtime networks. Well, I can tell you that we have Showtime and this is not on there. And when I did a search in my cable system, this didn't come up at all. It's a show from the 90s, like 1997. I found a couple of hits on YouTube for it, but this one seems to be obscure and it's kind of fallen through the cracks. And maybe that's why the value, but let's see if there actually is value. When I type in Hot Springs Hotel DVD, I get 11 hits. The complete series, here's someone selling it for $575. This looks like 2 episodes, Movie People and Hole in One for $185. And yeah, other than that one complete series, all the rest of them that are listed seem to be 2 episode discs. But everyone wants, $135 or more. Does it sell? Well, here's 3 results. The $4.99, which seems to be kind of a high-end outlier. But here's one that got best offer accepted at $199. We don't know what that went for exactly. And then one got bid. Now, this is a good way to judge whether or not these prices are real. It got bid up, 14 bids to $197.50. So certainly there are people looking for this. Keep an eye out. In the Beginning, Sight and Sound Theaters filmed before a live audience. This is a brand new DVD. It went for $189.99. Pretty sure this is Bible story. This is creation story here. I think it was a stage production that they filmed and released. When I look this up, what do I find? I get 12 results for In the Beginning DVD, Sight and Sound Theaters. Someone's asking, this one at the top is just a whole collection of DVDs, so we'll ignore that. But there's one for $250. It says Creation and Bible. And then we've got people asking for between $200 and $250 for it. Quite a few. And then it drops down into the $150 to $175 range. We're getting into used ones here for $150 and lower. Does it sell? Yes. 19 results for sold copies. $295, $189.99, $179.98. Best offer accepted for a used one at $165. Here's a used one that went for $167, $153.50 with 24 bids. That means there's a lot of people out there looking for this thing. They're willing to bid it up. And yeah, consistent sales over $100 on this one. Here, back in November, somebody got a copy for $71 with 14 bids. And it looks like there's another version of In the Beginning from Sight and Sound Theaters, but that's creating In the Beginning. So I think this is a DVD just about the production. But it looks like even that, these are the only ones I could find that had sold. But even that goes for $30 to $40. So if you see any of these In the Beginning, Sight and Sound Theaters DVDs, I'd pick them up. People pass over these religious DVDs all the time. A lot of times they're not worth anything, but I have gotten lucky here and there and found some good ones. And this would be a home run if you found this one. Linnea Quigley's Horror Workout DVD with autographed photo. Okay, this one is maybe an outlier. This was used. It went for $199.99. Very good condition. It says autographed. There's that card inside the DVD. Was autographed by both Linnea Quigley and I think the producer of the show. But this wasn't autographed like in person. Every one of these DVDs came with this autographed insert. And it was a limited edition DVD. It is very possible that you would find this, but this one may be as low of production numbers as like 1,000 copies made. I would personally look up anything with Linnea Quigley's name if you find it. Horror is a genre you should kind of always be checking into anyway. She's a classic name. Certainly if you find this DVD, if you get a collection that has a lot of horror in it and you find stuff like this in it, you're going to want to check the prices on all that stuff. But let's see how this actually does on eBay. There are 6 results and people want over $600 for this thing. All used, $575. All right, $350. That's like a custom shadow box version. Pre-owned, $199. Then there's somebody here who's looking to sell it for $75. That one might be worth picking up. Does it sell? 9 results for sales, $199.99. That's the one we were looking at, but here's $150, $130, $100, $75 best offer accepted. And then we're down to the $75 range, $60 with best offer accepted. I guess on this one, you might want to take a look and just decide whether or not you think the value on this one is going to go up or down. I can't really tell from the dates. Here's one that sold for $75 in December. Here's one that sold for $75 at the end of January. So personally, I'm not going to go out and spend $75 on that one that I saw on eBay. But if I find this one on a shelf somewhere for $3, if I find this on a shelf somewhere for $10, I'm picking it up. The Monkees Complete Series New and Sealed. This is a Blu-ray and DVD box set from 2016. $299.99 with $18 shipping. It says this listing has ended. The seller has relisted this item or one like this. This person may have had multiple. It says like new. Looks like it has like a lenticular cover. Let's take a look and see what people are selling on this one. 7 results for the Monkees Complete. Here's somebody from Australia asking over $400 for it. Here's one that looks different. This is $699.97. This is something else. This is like, I think, a different edition that someone's asking for there. And here we go. Someone's asking almost $400, $389, $299.99. Does it sell? 10 results sold. 2 of them sold for $299. I'm assuming this is that same person, had multiple copies and kept listing them. And then we've got a $289. At the bottom there, we've got $225 with 15 bids. So you know people will bid it up. So it is definitely sought after. And then there's that one, the Monkees TV series Complete Season 2 box set. That's a Rhino Records version. That went for $226.99 just for Season 2. It's a different release. And we see some more of that. Here's $192.50 for 5 bids for the one we've been looking at. But below that, Seasons 1 and 2 Rhino Records, $124.99. Any Monkees DVDs or Blu-rays, I think you want to check the prices on. The complete Rankin Bass Christmas collection. This went for $199.99. Brand new, $3 shipping. Again, listing has ended. Seller has relisted this item or one like it. They probably have multiple copies. Yep, it looks like it is now out of stock, but they had 6 of these. I love these old stop motion animation cartoon things. Frosty wasn't really stop motion. I guess actually all of it is with animation, but you know what I mean? Like the Puppetoon kind of thing. I really loved this stuff when I was a kid. I still love it. I find these individual discs all the time and I check the prices hoping that they'll have some value because it's the kind of thing I would like to sell. And they haven't really had any value and hasn't been worth buying. But this collected set looks like it does have some value perhaps. And it looks to me like it might be because this set includes some of the ones that were never really released on their own. I don't know what Cricket on the Hearth is. The Little Drummer Boy Book 2. I don't think I ever saw that. Nestor, the Long-Eared Christmas something. Stingiest Man in Town. Maybe I saw that. Pinocchio's Christmas? I don't think I ever saw that. And the Leprechaun's Christmas Gold. So there's a bunch of stuff here, maybe that's more obscure that's included in the set, and that might be why the value is up on this. 3 results right now for sale, $249, $189, and $202.97. So people want a lot for it. 22 watchers on that top one, so people are interested. Does it sell? 72 results for sales. There were 3 available, 72 sales. This thing is very sought after. Here we're seeing $249 best offer accepted, $249, $250, $249, $250, $199.99, $200. Okay, it just sells and sells. Down to just over $100. And if you go a little further back, this is once again back in November. Maybe November is a good time to buy DVDs every year. I'm gonna have to look at this. But here's 3 copies that sold for $40 plus shipping, and 3 more. I know a lot of these are box sets, but I do find box sets on the shelf all the time, and I find them at garage sales. And yeah, when you can see them, pick them up. Definitely this one. If you see Rankin Bass Collected Christmas Stories, pick it up. Sesame Street, Put Down the Duckie, an all-star musical special, $600. 2009 rare. I don't think this is right. Just going to say right now, I don't think this is right. Brand new. This listing has ended. The seller has relisted this item or one like it. Do you think they relisted this item or one like it? I don't know. Here we go. Here's the sold page for this one, and it doesn't have the multiple copies thing that we saw on the others. I think they are just relisting this one for $600 to draw attention to it. Why? Let's see what we find out when we search for more copies. 6 results. We got their $600 at the top. Then we've got a collected group of, that's something different, Put Down the Duckie, but it's not the same thing at all. Then we jump down and we see 2 of them together for $49, $46.75. Yeah, we just don't see this thing going for $600. So let's see what happens when we look for sold results. 17 results, that's good. It's more sold than available. We've got our 600 one at the top. That's got to be a loss leader. It's got to be something drawing people's attention to this thing. But can we find some actual sold comps on just that DVD, Put Down the Duckie? There we go right there. Slightly different cover. $24.95 best offer accepted. $26.23 pre-owned with $3.99 shipping. $29.99, $28.72. $27.99, $24, $26, all the way down until we see one that went for like $15, $14.88. Okay, here's the deal. None of these have that exact same cover. Maybe they think there's something special about that cover, but I don't think the $600 sale was legitimate. I really don't. However, regular editions of this thing sell for just a decent price. If you are in the kids section of a DVD store and you see Sesame Street Put Down the Duckie for $3 and you know you can turn around and sell it for $20, pick it up. Absolutely. I'd pay $3, $4, $5 for that if I knew that I was going to be able to put it up and get between 20 and 30, and it does look like you can. Sleepaway Camp Survival Kit 4-disc set. I think this is all the versions of the Sleepaway Camp movie, sequels and whatever. This is the Red Cross Recalled variant for $399.99. This has an interesting story. Brand new condition. What is the deal with this thing? You see that big red cross on the cover? That violates the Geneva Convention. You are not allowed to use that red cross. Someone could be walking around with this DVD in a war zone and it would be confusing. You can't do it. No red crosses on things. This was recalled so they could re-release it, but a bunch of them were out there. So I think that makes sense why the price would be so high. But let's see what's for sale and what's sold and see what's realistic on this thing. All right, there's a copy right at the top where they want like over $6,000, and it's not even the Red Cross edition. It's the one that came out after. I think after, but yeah, it's a different version of it. And then we got Sleepaway Camp Survival Kit, Red Cross edition, rare band cover, $389.90. Okay. And then we're going to find out that it doesn't really matter on this Sleepaway Camp thing, whether it's the Survival Kit version or the Red Cross version. You are just going to see that the prices are all over the place on it. It seems to me that any version of this box set with whatever cover, you're going to want to pick it up. That is, if it sells, which we're still going to check. But yeah, the price just keeps coming down. Okay, does it sell? 57 results. It certainly does sell. there's $3.99. There's, with best offer accepted, there's $3.99.99. But then it drops down really quickly. 85, 89, 88. And it doesn't matter, once again, which cover it is. 79.99, 80. Those are all the non-band cover. These are all the band cover for $75. And there's 75 with bids. So we're seeing that really people are saying that's kind of what this thing is worth. The $3.99 is an outlier, I think. Maybe someone actually paid that amount. I don't know. $66.60 with one bid. Yeah, definitely pick it up if you see it. And finally, I'm not sure how much I even really want to talk about this one. The Vomit Gore Trilogy DVD by Lucifer Valentine. Okay. $379.19, best offer accepted. We don't know what they actually paid for this, but what is this thing? Listing has ended, best offer accepted. This hand-drawn cover here. I didn't know what this was. If this was just some rando thing, like some kind of art piece or what. Starring Amira LaVey. What is this? All right, when I look at ones that are available, someone's asking $2,000 and it has 27 watchers. What is this thing? Also, below that, there's another version with the 3 movies from this Vomit Gore trilogy. Someone wants $555. Yeah, it says Drugs and Madness. I looked into this. Apparently, each one of these 3 movies got a theatrical release and was released on DVD. It's just some kind of extreme horror gore thing. Apparently, it's not held in very high regard in horror circles. Beyond all the controversy around its creators and stars, mainly its creator, this is awful, but people want a lot of money for it. Does it sell? 8 results for sales. The first one is at $379.19. It was best offer accepted, but here we go. There's a $350 that sold. Slaughtered Vomit Dolls. I think that's one of the 3 movies. That went for $309, the DVD of that. Here's another one for $250. That was a bid. $230.99. Buy it now. $220, $210. That's mixed in with some other movies. $200. Yeah, people buy this stuff. I like weird. This one is too weird for me. It doesn't mean I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to sell it. But I'm not going to buy it, watch it, be stoked on it, and then sell it, and then be happy when someone buys it because I know they're getting something cool. And a lot of the movies that I sell, I do that. This one is more like I will begrudgingly sell it if I find it. But yeah, I have a feeling people are buying this because it's one of those things where you're like, I'm not really sure if that should exist. It's like selling Salo or Caligula or something. Just stuff that, like, you know, it sells, people want it, but ugh. And that's it for these. And that's that. 10 more in the bag. Are you making a list? You don't have to make a list if you can keep a good list up here. But with this video and the video I did before, that's 20, and I'm going to do these every week. So I'll have a playlist on my YouTube page. So eventually you could just go through that. But I think if you see one of these DVDs on the shelf when you're out, I think you're going to remember. I know I'm going to. I have yet to run into any one of the DVDs on these lists, but I know it's only a matter of time before I bring one of these home. And with that, thank you. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.